Hi guys, I'm Rick. Welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm making slow cooker harvest beef stew. I'm starting out here. I have a cookie sheet. I have some foil on it for easy cleanup. I have a cup of flour on there, and I'm going to add roughly a teaspoon of salt to that. And close to a teaspoon of pepper, a little over half. And I'm using my multi-cooker here to brown this, and then I'm going to sit on slow cook. If you don't have a multi-cooker, brown it in a frying pan and then transfer it to your slow cooker. Alright, I'm just going to stir this up quick. And I tried this last week in a pressure cooker, and it was an epic fail, to say the least. Everything burnt because of flour on the beef. So I'm going to alter that recipe, and I'll come up with it in the recipe in a pressure cooker here. I have some stewing beef, roughly 2 pounds. I'm going to dredge it in this flour, and I'm going to brown it in my multi-cooker here. And I'm going to do this in batches so that way it gets nice and brown. Okay, now that my beef all dredged in that flour mixture, I'm going to add some olive oil in my multi-cooker. Probably about 4 tablespoons, because this is going to drink it up. And I'm going to go ahead and get these beef cubes in here and get them browned up. And like I said, I'm doing them in batches, that way they get good and brown. And I'm shaking off the excess flour. Okay, now my beef's all browned, and I had to add more oil in there when I put the second batch in. I turned off my multi-cooker. I'm going to put in a 6-ounce can of tomato paste. And this recipe originally calls for lamb. It's harvest lamb stew, but I don't do lamb, so I'm substituting beef. But you can use any kind of meat you like. Lamb, beef, venison, pork, whatever you got or whatever you like, just go ahead and use it. Now I'm going to cook this here. The heat's off, but I'm going to let this tomato paste cook in here with the beef cubes for just a few minutes. And I'm stirring it around. And if there's any bits on the bottom, which there isn't much because it's a non-stick pot, I'm going to scrape them up as I go. Okay, now I left this tomato paste sitting here for a few minutes. It's going to cook a little bit. I have 2 cups of beef broth. I'm going to go ahead and add that in there. You can also use beef stock if you have it. I'm going to stir this up to incorporate the tomato paste in there. Alright, now I have roughly 1 cup of chopped onion, 1 cup of chopped celery, and 3 cloves of garlic. I'm going to add those down in there. And you don't want to stir them down in, you just want to lay them on top. So I'm just spreading them around. And I have 1 medium butternut squash that I peeled, cleaned, and cut into cubes. I'm going to add that down in there. And the same thing with this, you don't want to stir it down in, you just want to lay it on top. I'm going to put a lid on this, and like I said, if you don't have a multi-cooker, just saute your beef in a Dutch oven or a skillet and then transfer it into your slow cooker. Now I'm going to set this to slow cook for 4.5 hours. Alright, my 4.5 hours are up, and this is done. Let's go ahead and fix a plate and see what we got. I'm serving this over some mashed potatoes. You can also serve it over pasta or rice. So there you have it, slow cooker harvest beef stew. Give this a try. I think you'll like it, and until next time, I'll see ya.